Good evening, Chris. How are you this evening?
I'm really good, Rob. How are you?
I am well. Thank you for asking.
Well, Rob, one thing I am. It's
You're very gracious to ask me.
Well, I'm an asker. That's what I am. It's all I have left. I used to be a hugger.
That's what I heard.
But now I can't be a hugger anymore. I can only be an asker.
So, Chris.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Weekly Dose. What sort of news do you have for us this week?
Rob, I have about 6 different stories. I'm going to have to distill some.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be quick.
Okay.
They're quick. They're quick stories. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, rock on, dude. Rock.
Okay. First is the Pace Gallery. Pace Gallery, as we know, are all over the world. They're an American gallery, but they have London, Paris, China. But interestingly enough, they've shut down homophobic slurs on Instagram over Peter Hujar's photograph. Okay, and the photographs are of two. I think it's called Two Men in Leather Kissing, 1966, and it has got involved in a discourse with the guys who are doing. Some people are slabbering about it, saying it's disgusting, makes them want to vomit, and it's jumped in and said that because it represents the artist that it's not going to let that sort of thing happen on their Instagram.
Great.
There you go.
Perfect.
Good. A good news story, Rob.
Good. Yeah. Somebody's standing up for the right thing.
Somebody's standing up for the right thing. So if you want to go in and have a look, it's a slew. It says a slew of homophobic comments posted online, targeting a work by the late, which is probably important, US photographer Peter Hujar. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Hujar. You know how I like my Sergei's and stuff.
Yeah.
In the Pace Gallery. So I think that's kind of nice. I think it's important that I think. The events of the last month or so is helping everyone to stand up now and say what they feel, without thinking they're going to disenfranchise themselves from any part of the community. Just stand up, say it. If people don't like it, they can stick it up their ass. What do you think of that, Rob?
Absolutely.
Rob, are you drinking tonight?
Yes, I am.
Good. And so am I. And you know what? We should tell the listeners and the viewers we were going to do this last night. And I haven't been drinking because I'm running 5Ks at the minute and I'm trying to get fit. But last night, my God, was I happy that you weren't doing it because I had a full bottle of wine that I'd already started
Just
opening.
One?
Yeah, just one. I can only ever do one bottle of wine. I'm really poor after.
Just one before noon?
No. If I have more than one, I'd never drink more than a bottle of wine in a day. If I had more than one bottle of wine, that would be an awful, awful show. Rob, what is your story? Tourist. Late to the party.
Well, Chris, my first story, let's say more Sony news.
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
What's that? What am I going to say?
It's the Sony A7s something with its best
3.
Yeah, and it's the best
EVF
ever. 9 points. Am I right?
9 point something. Yeah, 9 point something million pixels on the EVF.
Rob.
But they're also talking. They're talking about what we'd really like to do with this body is, customers have asked us to put, RAW in it. They've asked us to put 422 in it. They've asked 10-bit. So Sony's sort of addressing all of these independent issues, and they're saying that this is what is on the wish list.
Yeah.
So
they're going to do.
It's supposed to be out by the end of summer.
I should have held off, Rob. I should have stopped doing work last year. I saved up more money. I hate whenever new stuff comes out.
That thing, when it comes out,
no.
It's going to be...
Don't say it, Rob.
Oh, it'll be 3,500 pounds, I bet you.
That's okay.
3,000 pounds.
Wait, listen, Rob, what is that?
It's not going to be a big megapixel camera. They're talking about, what are they said something like an 8-layer sensor on it or something, or quad layer, I think. Yeah, quad layer. So there's 4 layers of sensor material and doing all sorts of magic and witchcraft to it.
Yeah.
But anyhow,
hold on.
That
breaking
thing.
News? Are you saying they're evil? Are you saying Sony are evil?
No.
You said
no.
You said they were cahoots.
No, I said they have witchcraft. They're doing magic.
They're cahoots with the
Beelzebub.
No, never say the word Beelzebub, Rob.
Candyman.
Can't. It's worse. Mothman. My dad, I'm going to tell you this right now. My dad, to his dying day, believed in 2 things. Well, he believed in lots of things, but 2 things that surprised me: the Mothman, okay,
Yeah.
and leprechauns. And if you said anything, if you started conversations around that, he would make you feel like a boy, which I am a boy, of course, to him, or was to him. He believed in the Mothman and leprechauns. You couldn't argue against it.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. So sorry to interrupt your EBF story.
That's all right. That's the Sony news. And the Sony news sort of leads right into the next story, which is Fuji news.
Mm-hmm.
So the medium format Fuji, the GFX.
Yes, I've played with it.
Well, the GFX 100 is going to get a firmware update.
Very nice.
And the biggest thing on the firmware update, for a medium format camera, it's going to shoot ProRes RAW video.
You don't want to start doing that, Rob.
To an external recorder.
You don't want to do that.
That is crazy. That's going to be crazy.
Who's going to, for what purpose?
If it's any good, and if there's like decent color science, to that sensor, that will be such a bargain for what it is.
No, I know, but who's gonna build it? How much is that camera, Rob?
The 100?
Yeah.
I think it's under 10 grand.
Yeah, geez. There's 3 guys in Milan have it. And my friend.
No, but I mean, you think about it. The medium format stills camera that does 100 megapixel.
I know.
That can shoot raw video to an external recorder, like a proper raw video.
On the good side, Rob, they'll need somebody to hold that recorder. They'll need somebody to. That's me. That's my job. I'm going to market myself as the holder of the external recorder. I'm going to photograph. I'm going to do a project. I'm going to photograph the external recorders, Rob. There's a project for you. I'm all over it.
Cool. What's your next story?
Rob, I have so many next stories. Let me see. I've turned my screen down so you don't chastise me about lighting anymore, and it means I can hardly see things. So I'm a bit of a flummox. But here we go. I'm going to go with UK body removes images playing to racist stereotypes. Did you read this in The Guardian? No.
No.
Interesting. 2nd July 2020. I'm hot on the heels of news. Critics say the BIPP, put up a picture on Instagram of a black woman, hashtag Nativo, Nativo, highlights professional lack of diversity. So it goes on to say an image of a black woman was posted in one of Britain's, the British photography's leading organisations, has been removed after criticism that was racially insensitive. I think one person, maybe it went on to be more than that. I think initially one person criticised this. A critic said the photograph captioned Naomi Black Samba, which was posted on the British Institute of Professional Photography's Instagram page, painted the racial stereotypes of black women. Mark Seeley, director of Autograph ABP, and there's nobody better to pull them up than Mark, to be fair with you, said there'll be no arguing back. Said that at this time, when Black Lives Matter movement had drawn attention to the race issues in various sectors, the decision to post the image was baffling. So it was instantly taken down. You can go and look at the image, and make up your own mind about the whole thing. I think I don't know if it's the image itself or it was the hashtags that were. Well, I do know the hashtags were definitely offensive. Hashtag prisoner, hashtag Africanos, hashtag Nativos was deleted shortly after The Guardian contacted the BIPP. Can you imagine how quick they deleted it off their Instagram when The Guardian rang?
Yep.
But you know what? It's a lot. I'm not saying it's anything other than a lack of education. You know what I mean? And that goes for me too. I think there are going to be people who are putting stuff up and taking stuff down, and being educated about it. Hopefully, being educated about it.
Yeah.
I don't think this was done in some sort of racially motivated move.
No,
I think
it's just ignorance.
It was an oversight. So it's nice. I think these things are nice because what's happening now is we're starting to narrow down into these small stories or big stories where people are being like, I don't know what the BIPP's organisation is like with regards to people of colour, but there's an education that's coming. You know what I'm saying? So I think that sort of stuff I find fascinating. And it was, I don't know who did this. It was Leonard Blicker. I did see a thing about Magnum. Now I haven't got the full facts yet. That Tom Seymour had posted. Yeah. Which kind of leads me on neatly, if I may ramble on a wee bit more. Sabiha. Now, Rob, I'm gonna have to employ somebody.
And you get a pronunciation calculator.
I can't. You know what?
Jesus.
It just makes me feel so bloody shit. You know, I have friends who speak 7 languages. You know what I mean? Oh, it does.
I can barely speak one.
I don't. I speak American fluently. So a friend of mine on Facebook who is Sabiha, Sabiha, Siman, Ciman, or En, sorry, has just been inaugurated into the Magnum family.
They got one.
Yeah, this is the Magnum have kind of realised that they were
behind the times.
Well, they're taking the piss, if you don't mind me saying. I don't care what people say. You know, with regards to female photographers, which was, Martin Parr at one point I think has, and this goes on to say, this story goes on to talk about Martin Parr. Last year, Martin Parr was criticised after publicly praising and writing an introduction for a republished book. And I seen this at the time, and it was an Italian photographer, Gian Pagani, who it included a shot of a black woman placed opposite a photograph of a gorilla in a cage at London Zoo. Okay, so Martin got his wrist slapped and came out, and now, in fairness, said that the Martin Parr Foundation had been focusing more on male-female equality than anything else. That for me isn't really an excuse in 2019 or 2020. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not bloody stupid. So those things go in. As we know, Martin Parr's links to the Magnum. So 4 photographers, I think, have been photographers of colour been inaugurated in the Magnum. About bloody time. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So if it were me, well, I have already done this, but go in, check out Magnum, check out the new, and it's, they've been inaugurated into the family. This is the language of Magnum. So go and have a look, see what the crack is. I'm delighted for my friend. I think it's a wonderful opportunity and well overlooked, to be honest with you. Anyway,
didn't Nikon announce too that they have 2 new black ambassadors?
Yeah, because this is, this is the start, Rob. You know what? And the thing is, there are other people out there.
It's so long overdue that as it's happening in real time, it just doesn't seem real.
No.
It just seems like, oh my gosh, we had these people on this list, and they were sitting at the top of the list, and here you go, we're going to announce it now. And we're going to announce it now, and we're going to announce it now. Like, where were you 10 years ago? Where were you 15 years ago? Where were you 50 years ago?
It feels like your people are holding up, kissing the baby, trying to get votes. A wee tiny bit of that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that is the case, but that's what it feels like to me.
Not a whole lot of All Lives Matter posts up lately. Has there been?
No.
And that was all squashed. Gladly.
A lot of my friends have been putting stuff up, and it's been, if you are in any way linked to All Lives Matter, delete me from your Facebook posts or your Instagram. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm the same.
Well, you saw about the local business this week, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
That did the green and the orange lives matter.
Rob, I know that was I know where that was coming from. That was tongue in cheek. It was meant to be a parody. It was meant to be stuff, but it was ill-timed and ill-advised. You know what I mean? I don't think those guys are going to start in the street and and shout racist comments.
Was it malicious? It wasn't malicious.
It wasn't malicious. Listen, we all have to stand up and be counted for our stupidity. You know, I've been pulled up, for stuff in the past, and not because I'm in any way stupid. It's just because there's a lack of understanding, a lack of education.
Well, I mean, you and I both, we're more than just stupid.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
We're chumps.
Mm-hmm. Which a very nice segue into something that's happening in the wee while, Rob.
Stay tuned, people.
Stay tuned. Jesus Christ, I love you should work for. You should work for the BBC News or.
I should probably head the BBC News.
Saturday Swap Shop.
I should be in charge.
I love whenever people say stuff on TV and then it leads to something else. But anyway, that's mine. And I think that, that's it. I like finding these stories. Can I just say one more thing, Rob? That I think people have to go on to TomSeymourWrites.com. Have it in your phone. Check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Weekly, daily, whatever. Tom's kind of my thermometer at the moment. The stuff he's writing, he writes prolifically and all over the place. New Statesman, everywhere. Guardian, all sorts of stuff. He curates, he writes, it's not just with photography, but art, film. Awesome. Cool. It's awesome. If you need picked up, he's the guy to do it. There you go.
Picked up at the airport?
Yeah, he give you a lift. He's from Sheffield. He's really kind.
Right on. Will he drive me into the city?
He'll drive you into the ground, Rob.
No, I just want to ride into the city when I have an assignment, downtown. If I fly in to London, I can Tom's
going to defriend me now. Can we? I don't know.
All of a sudden, he's getting phone calls. Uber, taxi.
Tom's taxis. Christ, he's an incredible writer. I just have nothing but admiration for writing and his driving. That's all I want to say. I don't know if he does drive.
Oh, that would be a shame.
We've
already sold him as a driver.
Let me tell you a funny story about Tom.
We'll have to buy him a car.
Yes,
get him a car.
Yeah, yes, because you and I have been working so much over the past 3 months, we could chip in and just buy him a Beamer.
A car? A car? What's that?
I could even spell car. Rob, that's my. Now I have another couple, but they're very quick. You tell me your exciting news.
Well, I don't have any more exciting news. I've got another story.
Rob.
My next story is about patent trolls.
Patting trolls?
Yeah, patting trolls. Kind of like squeezing leprechauns, only patting trolls.
My dad would be turning in his grave, Rob.
He would be...
He'd be raging with you. He's coming to get you tonight, probably.
So you know what a patent troll is, right?
Yes. I wasn't brought up the band in the bubble.
Well, I'll explain it.
Right, you explain
It's basically a company or a person or identity, someone who looks back at really obscure patents, acquires them, and then goes after companies that may or may not be infringing upon those patents.
Yeah.
But the patents are so convoluted that it would cost them more to take it to court than to settle.
Jesus, Rob.
So it's better to settle with those patent trolls.
I want that.
So there's the most recent real big famous one was a couple of the American podcasters were being sued by a patent troll who had the patent on what was it, like serial vocalization episodes transmitted over wire or via the internet. Like it was a real broad patent.
You have to admire these people.
What's that?
You have to admire these people, their ingenuity.
No, you don't have to admire them. They're trolls. They're absolute trolls. So they took Adam Carolla, who's a big podcaster in the United States. They took him to court along with a bunch of other people, just to try to get millions of dollars out of these guys. And and they lost.
No.
So the latest patent trolls is a company called Digi Media Tech. And they're suing Nikon and a couple other camera manufacturers. I think Olympus is in there too.
Yeah, well, they won't be suing Olympus anymore. Oh, of course they can. They probably can. Sorry, Rob.
Yeah, for another couple months.
Yeah.
And they're suing over like just these really, really obscure little parts and pieces off of cameras, no word of a lie, that are 20 years old. They're one of the cameras that they were quoting was an E900, which was the Coolpix 900 that I owned in like 1999.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going after little tiny patents involved with those cameras. It's crazy.
What, for backdated money?
Yep.
Well, I don't think these people should be called trolls. You know what they should be called? Clever shits. But say the clever really quickly so it doesn't sound good.
Clever shits?
Yeah, clever shits. But really, really labour the shit bit. Clever shits.
Like, it just takes all the legitimacy out of anybody who actually has had their patent
I know.
infringed upon. Yeah. Like real, like some company in Southern California that created some wild, imaging sensor that, did ridiculous megapixels, and then, some German company infringed on it. Fine. That's something that's worthwhile. But when you start going back, 20 years, 25 years to like, scrape the bottom of the barrel.
No, I know. I get you. These are people who are just trying to be. They think they're a bit smart. Now, in fairness, are they hurting anybody?
They're lazy.
Lazy.
They're lazy. They're lazy. They're lazy.
Lazy shit.
They went to school for something.
Yeah.
But they realized they could probably make more money doing something underhanded.
Are they hedge fund managers, Rob? Is that what they are? They're just doing this in their back garden, trying to make an extra couple of points.
Yeah, they're Bernie Madoffs of the world. The camera world.
Can they sue us for saying that? I'm just really concerned now.
Allegedly.
I don't want to lose my tripod.
Just punctuate all your sentences with allegedly.
Allegedly, they're hedge fund guys. Hedge fund guys.
What's your next story, Chris?
My next story is very, very exciting, Rob. I keep going to lift my glasses off my head, but I'm not wearing any today. Is that Source magazine? Source, I love Source. You know what it is, Rob? I just get information from online and then think I'm clever. But really, it's other people who are clever. I'm just trying to suck it all in by osmosis. You know what I'm saying? So, 2nd July, Source issue 101. Interesting. 101 issues. Across Cultures Lunch Online. Okay. So people should go in here, and it's an online event, and they're going to join us to celebrate the launch of the latest issue of Source, Photographic Review. And it's Across Cultures, the Gallery of Photography in Ireland, with special guests. Okay. I don't want to go into the special guests because that'll be a surprise, but it's something you sign up to. And is it Eventbrite? Is that what it's called, Eventbrite?
Yeah.
So you can online do that. That's me. No, that's a local thing. Well, is it local? No. I imagine somebody could do it from that German person you were having to go out earlier on. He could do it. I imagine.
If he was technically savvy enough, I'm sure.
Well, maybe you can go in and find that maybe somebody has been taking a hand otherwise. Now that's it there, okay. And then that's me. I'm not done. I lie. I have one more. Can I say one more really quickly?
Yeah, rock on, dude.
I came across this a while back, but anyway, this is my discovery. Okay, it's not new for sure, but it's new to me and new to you. Okay, The Canary and the Hammer by Lisa Barnard. Okay, a wonderful, wonderful artist who we should all be looking at. Okay, go and check out the website. But this is, and if I may. Is it paraphrasing? What does paraphrasing mean, Rob? I always think, does that whenever I talk
Power phrasing.
Power washing.
Power phrasing.
Power washing.
Is that when you do your driveway? And...
Yes, I went off on a tangent there. Anyway, I'm going to Google what paraphrasing is. I'll ask Tom what it is because he's going to tell me because he's very clever. Okay, but this is the canary.
Loosely quoting.
Is it? Have you Googled that?
Yeah.
Have you Googled
paraphrasing. That? You're loosely quoting or loosely phrasing. You know, somebody that said something else.
Well, then I'm not paraphrasing. I'm just reading off the screen. That's different, isn't it? That's paraphrasing.
Are you pointing towards your microphone though?
Always,
when
Rob.
you speak.
Yes, of course. Look at me now. You can't see me. What are you wearing, Rob?
You can't see me.
Rob, what are you wearing?
A towel.
No, because that's funny. Because I'm wearing a t-shirt, which is kind of like a towel, a thin towel with arms.
I'm wearing a towel and a cowboy hat.
I would pay money. Somebody's come in. Hello? Patrick's going to bed. Oh, somebody has come in. We are live, Leah. We're live.
I'm not coming in. I was just plugging something in outside for the work.
I
feel like you want me to come in.
I don't want you to come in. Of course I want you to come in. Can Patrick give me a kiss? Is he going to bed? Sorry,
yeah,
Rob.
absolutely.
Have we 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Patrick, night, son. Sorry, everyone. Be very careful of everything. Don't hit the camera in the name of God. Right, lean over. Patrick, guess what we're on about. Watch your toes now. Lean over. Just kiss.
I always just did.
Night. Say night.
Oh my gosh.
Say night to Rob.
Night, Rob.
Tell Rob.
Night.
Tell Rob how bad Loon's screaming is.
Really bad.
Isn't it really bad? Right, thanks, son. Night. Bye. Leah, if you could close that door, that'd be great. It's giving me the filthiest look. Anyway, Rob, Lisa Barnard, okay, the Canary in the Hammer, and is essentially she's done this project on gold, okay. And she's went to 4 different continents and she's photographed all sorts of incredible stuff, Peruvian mines, people who do like nano, whatever it is. I'm so good. I should do more of you, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Patrick's hair smells amazing. You know what that is? Leah's washed his hair in her Tony and Guy shampoo. She does it, and it smells incredible. Leaves such a lovely waft about the house. Oh, by the way, I've shaved off my beard.
Oh, good for you.
No, it's not good, Rob. It's not good.
Growing one.
No, it's not good because I have a red moustache. I have a red moustache. It's not good. Right, but anyway. So basically, she embarks on a personal journey across the world and reflect how this ubiquitous material. It basically is about how shite.
Ubiquitous?
Yes. Did I say something else?
I don't know what you said.
Yeah, no.
Ubiquitous.
Do you know how it is, Rob? You can do a funny video with that and mock me as well. Here's how it is. Whenever I meet people, I don't know
Ubiquitous.
Their names. Ubiquitous. That's easy for you to say. Whenever I meet people, I don't remember their names, right? I say to Leah, this is, and Leah always like, who is it? And then she makes me say it twice because I'm trying to just mumble people's names. I do the same with words. Ubiquitous. Ubiquitous. Do you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Okay. So what I'm going to do from now on is I'm just going to say big word, don't understand. We'll fill in later. Is that okay?
Perfect. Perfect.
So basically, Lisa Barnard is she's going around the world. She's photographing gold. Californian gold miners, recyclers in China, gold sorters in Peru. Gold nanoparticle lab in the UK. I'd love to go to that.
So we'll put the description below.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Perfect, Chris.
It's all to do with political power and shite stuff.
Awesome.
Are we out of time, Rob?
We're out of time. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thanks, Rob, for being ubiquitous.
Thank you. See you next week. Bye-bye.